All right, you guys should be good to go.
I just forgot your guys' names. Can't see anything.
I'm Celeste.
Okay, are we starting now? Hi, Celeste. I am Dr. Summerall. Welcome to my office. I am happy to meet you and to get into a discussion with what's going on.
Okay, so what's going on like, today or just kind of in my life?
Yeah, what brings you in here?
Well, I was really upset. I recently had to do jury duty on this really big um, trial. It was all over the news, and it's like one of those things that's, people are really into the true crime stuff now, and so I keep seeing like all these different TikToks about it, and it's really kind of like upsetting to me a little bit because I feel like I can't escape it. It's like I watched it, I experienced it, I saw all the horrible photos, and I just, it's bogging me down.
Right. So I understand that it's frustrating you to see these videos and to kind of take on what's going on in them.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And it's like TikTok, used to really be like a happy space for me. It was very much like a way of escaping. I like a lot of the like the fun videos, and because I'm a sucker for a good animal video, but everybody is, you know, I don't know, that's kind of like I'm being like trauma, like trauma porn almost, where everybody's like saying got all these different theories, and it's like I don't want to understand this guy. What he did was horrible. And again, like I had to see, like the photos of what actually happened, and it stays with me.
Mhm. Yeah, I can see how that can be very frustrating. Um, are you getting reminded of things that may have um, happened in the past? Maybe they're triggers.
I mean, nothing as graphic as what I had to witness in the trial, but I think definitely, what I'm really having a lot of rumination over times that it could have been myself. I'm thinking a lot of like all of the reckless like decisions I made like as a teenager, for example. When I would, go home with a random guy at the bar, or if we'd be out and some guys would be like, "Hey, do you want to come, back to our house?" Like how many times like that could have been like it could have been my child. I'm really having some issue with that.
Mhm. Yeah, I can understand. I have still have children as well, and that would scare me as well. Um, have you spoken to anybody else about this? Maybe your husband or maybe your a friend?
I mean, I've spoken with my husband a little bit just about the trial. I didn't really want to go too much into detail because about, like the dumb things I did when I was a kid, because I was afraid of being that, because he's not like that. He's very kind of straight laced. His path was very kind of carved out for him. So I don't think he really kind of understands what it was like to have parents that didn't care like where you were or what you were doing, which is why I was able to, so trusting. Well, that's its own issue. Um, my friends that I did these dumb things with, we definitely kind of revisit. We do it in like in a joking way. Remember that time that guy, like we do it in that way. But and it is funny sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I'm just looking at it all through just different lens now.
Mhm. And what would you like to see happen?
I guess I want to stop personalizing so much. I guess like I have a lot of intrusive thoughts, and it's like I can't change this stuff, and it just kind of makes me more paranoid for um everybody that I know now. And now I'm really diligent with the text you when you get home, and where are you at? And you said you're going to be home at 4. It's 4:02. It's really just got me so. I guess is the best term I can come with for right
Have you ever had these feelings before in the past?
now. No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this is
Not to
something
this.
new.
Yeah, yeah. To this extreme, definitely. Yeah, I would. Yeah, to this extreme. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to write down some focal points on the most, I guess, the most bothersome thing that you can pick out of that scenario. Two top or two or three top emotions that you're actually feeling.
Oh, is that a homework assignment, or you want to do that?
Oh no, right now for the discussion.
Okay. Talk to what like with the trial.
What kind of emotions get brought up when you look at the trial?
Fear, and regret.
Regret. Okay. Fear towards your children and that could
Yes.
possibly be them, and then regret that of past events that may have kicked up during the trial that you were thinking of, or
100%.
okay, well, we can work on those two things together with a little bit of talk treatment, and then we will see how we can get a treatment plan together for you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking really, really forward to that. I'm looking forward to working with you. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you for coming in, and I'm looking forward to working with you in the future.
Thank
Okay, so that's how many minutes was that? 3 minutes?
I didn't time it. Amanda, did you pause
It
it?
was 3 minutes.
Or was it 3?
Hmm.
Okay. All right. How'd that feel for you?
Awkward. I think that I need to start doing more research on open-ended questions, and kind of focusing in on exactly what the storyline's about, getting kind of a pulse on it's kind of isolating and centralizing what exactly is the issue. But I guess that comes with time.
Right.
Because I'm not psychic and I have to, be able to get into your emotions and feel empathetic, and it just felt kind of like kind of stunned, like I didn't know, you know. So I definitely need more practice with that.
You did pretty good though. I mean,
Yeah.
you
I did.
had good
Oh,
body
okay.
language. You nodded your head. You had good questions that kind of let her lead the conversation. So no, I think it was pretty good. You had empathy.
Good.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it, Celeste? About
I,
your
I agree with Amanda 100%. I think for an intake, that's awesome. And I think, too, you did a really good job, whether you realize it or not, like not having her tell the story. The assessment is not the time for her to tell that story.
Mhm.
So, you unpack that, like you get into the gritty details of that gradually over. You didn't kind of like you redirected really well over because because she was giving you a lot of nuggets to ruminate. Let me trauma dump on you, and you did not let her. And so that is what is important, because I kept trying to be like, oh, the past, the past, the past, and it's like rumination for me personally is not productive, especially when you're just next. So yeah, like I think you definitely set the boundary, and that this is kind of not time and space for that, whether you realize it or not.
Okay, cool. So now am I supposed to play the client?
So I'm gonna stop recording because it is saying that I have a time limit.
Okay.